Hi Nathan, how are you?
How you doing? I'm all right, thank you.
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
Welcome to the Outlet 10 Discussions podcast. Really, really good to have you on.
hmm
Um, Obviously, I know you've been busy since Married at First Sight, so obviously we're going to touch on a few things.
hmm
I think that's a good place to start. Let's say, looking back, obviously with you being on the show, what would you say would be your biggest takeaway?
I think probably the biggest takeaway from the show was the conversation and the awareness that was brought around the subject of ADHD. And, a lot of the feedback that I've had from even close ones and other people through messaging and DM is quite unreal and really heartfelt as well.
Yeah, of
So,
course.
one of the biggest takeaways for me was probably the awareness that was brought in regards to ADHD and being neurodivergent.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say, what was your biggest challenge during that, obviously, that,
Yeah.
experience? Would you say that was one of it? Do you think you've overcome it being on the show?
Potentially, I mean, watching it back right at the beginning, because I'd never done anything like that before.
Of course.
I was definitely overthinking in a few situations. Like when I looked at myself, I was like, "Oh, mate, why don't you just say something there?" Like I wanted to give myself a shake, but I know at the time I was thinking too much. So that was one of my regrets from doing it at the beginning. I overthought too much, and that's one thing I wish I didn't do. But now, well, towards the end, I was completely different. I was more loosey goosey, but that's one of my things I wish I didn't do at the beginning, was just overthink things and be more relaxed.
No, of course. Can I ask, what was your reason for going on the show? What made you want to apply?
So it's literally simple as this. Like, I didn't want to wake up at 50 with regrets. You know what I mean? Like, I've got
Yeah,
so many things on my bucket list, and I wasn't 100% on doing it at the beginning. But I rang my mum up and that, and I was like, "Oh, what do you reckon?" And she was like, "Well, you never know, Nath. Like, you might meet someone, science
true.
and that, and if not, what an experience." So that was what it was. I was like, "Go on then, I'll do it." And I went through the process, and then I was marrying a stranger.
Yeah, literally.
Mm.
Literally. I mean, I know we just touched up on it, but how has your public reaction to the show kind of impacted your mental health, would you say?
So it has. I wouldn't say it's impacted me negatively. I wouldn't say it's impacted me negatively at all. I think probably quite the opposite. I mean, it's helped me understand myself more, watching
Yeah.
myself back. It's helped my close ones understand me more as well. I never realised how goofy I was. I mean, like when I watch myself back and it's like trumpets and that, like I thought it was quite funny. Um, as well with in regards to like hate and stuff you can receive online, that's never really affected me at all either.
That's
I mean,
good.
yeah, some people it does, but I always found it like quite interesting. When I'd go on the old X and I'd see like I don't know Forrest Gump running down the road and stuff, and it'd be like Nathan from MAFS, and like I thought that was funny to me. I thought it was loads of funny stuff. But yeah, no, it hasn't impacted me negatively at all. I'd say
No, that's good. That
my
is
favourite
good
one
because
was like Nathan from MAFS, and it's like a CD going left to right. You remember the old DVD?
these, yeah.
That was quite funny.
No, as you said, I mean, obviously, if you go on a show like that, obviously people do, you get the trolling, you get the comments. So it
Yeah.
is good, obviously it's a big, massive change to your life. So yeah, it's really good. Obviously it hasn't impacted you
Yeah,
in any
you're really
way.
prepared before you go on as well. You've got all the site checks, you've got a really strong welfare team at Channel 4, so they do
No,
prepare you
that's
for all of
good.
that. So yeah, I was well prepared for it, and I thought, oh, how would I react? But as soon as I started seeing it and that, it wasn't too bad at all. Like, and I don't live on social media. I feel like for mental health reasons, it's good to have social media breaks as well.
I agree.
So,
Have you had one after the show?
what, a social media break?
Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, good thing about MAFS is because it's pre-recorded and it's like there's like months at a time where they edit it before it comes on. You've got a good amount of time to mentally prepare
Prepare.
yourself. You know what I mean? So I was smashing out the weights. I was in the gym,
Yeah.
and because I was just eating Chinese every day in those apartments. Because after filming, and because the vegetarian cooking takes me a bit longer, and that I was just getting Chinese every night. So I
Nice.
must have put on, at least a stone. I reckon two. So yeah, I was smashing out the
Wow.
gym. But yeah, social media
Yeah.
break, good social media break after the show. But to be fair, I do like to keep my followers that I gain through doing the show updated and like what I'm up to and things like that.
No, 100%, 100%. So, since the show, how has your relationship with Lacey evolved?
So obviously after the show, we did part ways,
Yeah,
unfortunately. Just sort of different people, I feel. But, you know, I wish her all the best in life. I hope she's in a better place now, and I'm happy for her, and I hope that continues.
Yeah, no, good. So moving on to the mental health aspect, kind of in yourself, being neurodivergent, ADHD, what inspired you to be so open, obviously about it? Any misconceptions that you'd want to address or you think that came across negatively?
What, from the show or just by having ADHD?
I guess in both ways.
So for me, I think it's always been personal for myself to express, you know, that I'm neurodivergent, I have ADHD, so my communication might not be 100. I might miss my social cue here and there.
Yeah.
But that's the same whether it be at work or in a relationship. I think it's always important because the thing is, when you've got ADHD or you're neurodivergent, if you try wearing a mask, sooner or later it's going to slip, and it's just might as well just be transparent from the get go. I've always felt that that's the best way to be. Misconceptions that can come with ADHD, especially when I was growing up in school, I had a really hard time in school. Is like you can be considered like a misbehaving child or a naughty
Mm.
child, and it doesn't make you a bad person or less of a man or less of a woman. Be a neurodivergent or have an ADHD.
No, of course. During school, did you
Mm.
feel like you had any support at all?
So it depends on the year, really. I mean, when I first went into secondary school, I got quite bullied for being a bit different,
Mm.
not just by like individuals, by teachers as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had a bit of a hard time, like, because you know, I wouldn't write anything down. I'd be looking out the window, and then the teacher would stop the class to speak to me. Then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
because they've done that, I've disrupted the class, and then it'd be out you go, and then isolation most days. So that
Yeah.
was my sort of. So I got taken out of school. I was homeschooled for a period of time, and then I got put into a middle school. I repeated a year, so I had to
Mm.
repeat a year, and that was when, you know, I was sort of being diagnosed with ADHD, and at the time as well, I suffered with. I wouldn't say, well, yeah, it did affect me a little bit. I had tics as well, and I was diagnosed with Tourette syndrome. Not many people know about that.
Okay.
So yeah, I used to like, you know, do little twitches, used to whistle and that. I still do a little bit, but like on the sly. Or if I'm a
Yeah.
little bit stressed, I'll have a good old whistle, especially when I'm walking
Yeah.
around
Yeah. Yeah.
Asda at 8. But like, so yeah, like, so I had that, and I got diagnosed with that, and then I did a few tests at school as well, and I was quite dyslexic. I can't spell very well. And then there was a little bit of support. Like I had, my school groups were kind of like in the learning support, and but one thing that I thrived at was all the art classes. You know, I'm quite all right at illustrations. I was good at
Mm.
woodwork, metalwork, and that was what I took my hand to, and that was what I got my qualifications in. I didn't really get any like, you know, your
Nice.
maths and English and that, but
Yeah.
I got all mine from work mostly.
No, it's something. It's
Mm.
good. It's good. So beyond ADHD, what would you say some of your personal, I guess, strategies for maintaining good mental health is?
So I feel like it's important to surround yourself with positive people,
Mm.
kind people, and people that have your best interests, and yeah, good support network, and try to keep yourself in a positive frame of mind, because everyone knows, like, when you've got an overactive brain, if you go into a low mood or a down mood, it can definitely snowball into something that's quite big. So if you haven't got the right people around you to pull you out of it, it can be quite, you know, for mental health, and that it can be quite bad.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's good to me to have a positive frame of mind. That's why my thing's positive vibes only, because I try
Yeah.
not to let myself get down. So I surround myself by good energy, fun things, positive people, and that's it.
No, that's good.
Mm.
That's good. I mean, anybody that's going through obviously what you went through, what would be your advice to them?
What, at school?
I mean, I guess in both ways. Obviously
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
based on your school journey, you've kind of
yeah,
come out of it. Obviously it's positive vibes. But yeah, anybody that, kind of went through what you went through,
yeah.
what what would be your advice?
I'd say invest in yourself and believe in yourself.
Mm.
And you know, when I was younger, I tried really hard to sort of fit in with, I guess, maybe the neurotypical type people. But I got to a point where I was a bit older, where I thought, why am I trying so hard to fit in if I was sort of born to stand out in a way? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think just embrace yourself. Embrace yourself. If you
Yeah.
want
And
to be,
obviously
you know,
and as you said, obviously surround yourself
with good
with
people.
good, yeah.
And like-minded people as well. I mean, a load of my mates are neurodivergent, you know, and we get it. You know, when we're around each other, we're a bit of a nightmare, you know, because we're bouncing off, we're making noises and that.
Yeah.
With my best mate in the car on the way to the gym, you know, we're singing, we're beatboxing and that, and then we get
Yeah.
in and we're like straight and narrow, you know. But
Yeah.
like, I think, yeah, surround yourself with like-minded individuals and people that have your best interest.
Yeah. No, good. In terms of, I want to kind of move on to fitness, kind of you and
Mm.
your life. So, talking about the gym, how does fitness play a role within mental health for you?
The gym and mental health is amazing. It's amazing. It's such a big thing. I mean, when I was younger, I was never really into video games. And
Mm,
I was quite, when I was going through things with me ADHD when I was a kid, I never liked going out as much, but I wasn't into video games. So what I sort of discovered was, the gym and fitness. And that was when I got a lot of big confidence in myself. You develop like a little bit of an ego, and mental health is really really important to me. And I feel like with the gym, it really does help significantly. Fitness goals is
yeah.
fantastic for me. It benefited me massively.
How frequently do you go?
So at the moment, I've had lots on. So I try to go at least 2 to 3 times a week,
Yeah.
whether it be in the morning or in the evening, but I make sure I do go, and not just invest in myself through fitness, self care as well. I like to get a haircut once, twice a week.
Yeah,
Shape
of
up your
course.
face. You just invest in yourself. One of my things is like invest in yourself and gain better mental health.
Yeah. No, I 100% I agree. Obviously now it's such like a big topic.
Mm,
So, obviously helping others, trying to build that community. As you said, being with, like-minded people,
mm,
it's a good thing.
yeah,
Um, how have you dealt with kind of being known and recognized? Obviously, as I said, after the show,
yeah,
it
yeah.
must have been, a shock. Everybody knows you,
Mm.
followers, their opinions.
Yeah. To be fair, I've had a quite a nice response. I mean, it is interesting. Like, you go to different shops, you get recognised more. I mean, like, I go to Asda's, maybe one or two, maybe three people recognise me. If I go to Sainsbury's, it's like four or five. It's interesting, like
Do they
the different.
speak to you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do like. I don't mind people coming over and have a conversation. I quite like it. Like, and it's one of the nicest things is making someone's day. Like when they ask for a picture and things like that.
Yeah,
I actually quite like that, and everyone's quite friendly. And the amount of people I've bumped into as well that go, "Oh, my husband's just like you," or he goes, "Oh, mate, you're just like me." And he'll show me he's into gardening. He's made a successful career from gardening because he's practical.
yeah.
So yeah, I don't mind it. To be fair.
No, that's really, really
I always
good.
welcome it. So if anyone wants a selfie, come say hello.
No, that's good. So, obviously, you've been on the show. How long was it filming,
I
all
think it
in
was about
all?
3 months of filming.
Okay,
Yeah, good long period of time.
time, yeah. So, before the show, what were you doing in terms of
I
work-wise?
still I still kept my job, so I manufacture custom gym equipment. So
Okay.
like I said, I was always into fitness. I come from my trades were kind of like aggregates, plastering, vehicle bodywork and stuff. And then
Nice,
I fell into gym equipment because it just happened to be in my local area, and because I've always been into fitness, I just really excelled at it. I really love doing it, and it's all custom kit as well. And so it can be different colors, different heights, and then the customers are really cool as well. We do a lot of high profile people in
nice,
different countries. Like I think we've done Denzel's gym, Henry Cavill's Superman. That's quite cool. So you could be doing an
nice,
installation. You could be going to quite known footballers' houses and putting nice kits in their gym. It's a really really cool job.
nice. How long have you been doing it for?
About 2 years. About 2 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. No, that's good. Because I was going to say, obviously, after the show, what would you say your future is like?
So to be fair, I've always said don't think too much into the future because
Mm,
you can make yourself anxious. Yeah? I don't like having too much pressure on myself or putting too much pressure on myself. I feel
okay.
like if you live in the past, you can get depressed. If you live in the future, you can get quite anxious. So I tend to just be. And so that's me. But I guess a dream would be to have my own business, my own entity, and drive that. Do some more charity work with in regards to mental health and ADHD awareness. I'd love to just continue doing that.
No, that's good. I mean, switching the question,
Mm.
what would you say your personal goal is? Basically, to kind of own your own business.
I'd love to own my own company, and I'd love to take on individuals that might be neurodivergent and might not necessarily get a look in, because I feel like if you apply yourself, having ADHD to something that you enjoy, you can excel massively. And I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
I'd love to have a company that has a lot of creative aspects for those individuals.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's good.
Mm.
Moving on to tattoos,
Yeah.
obviously you do have quite a few.
Mm.
Is there any that kind of are significant to anything? have any personal meaning?
Some do, yeah, some do. I've got a couple. Some, to be honest with you, I just got because I thought they looked quite cool,
Okay,
and
no, that's fine.
some of them have meaning. I mean, I'm a Scorpio, so I've got a scorpion on my neck. You know, I'm quite practical. I feel like the star sign really does apply to me, so that's why I got that one. I've got loyalty written on my neck because loyalty is something that's always been really important to me. I think, you know,
Mm,
growing up, when I left schools as a kid, a lot of the people that I was friends with all of a sudden, you know, didn't want to be mates anymore. A couple of people, or one or two, really stuck by me through my childhood.
mm.
And I feel like true loyalty is really hard to come by, whether that be in friendships, relationships, in work. It's really hard. Loyalty is really important to me, and that's why I put it on my body.
No, 100%. It is a big thing
Yeah, for me it
nowadays.
is.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Um, do you have any hidden talents or hobbies?
I can whistle with my mouth open.
No, that was good.
Mate, I used to do my science teacher's head in. I used to sit there with my mouth open whistling, and they used to stop the class. You know what
What
I
is
mean?
that?
Just used to sit there whistling like.
Good. No, that was good. Obviously, being on Married at First Sight, obviously having social media, as I said, I must have gained all these followers. What is the weirdest DM that you've ever received since you've been on
Oh,
TV? Even
well, see,
now?
there's quite a few. Yeah, I still get a load now, and I do go through them. You know, when I get time. You know, I had a couple of You know, I won't fetish shame anyone. A couple of people asked me for my socks. You know, each to their own. But you don't want my
Wow.
socks. You don't want my socks. But each to their own. You know. But yeah, I won't be. I don't know if that's not a bit of me. I won't be selling me socks.
No, fair enough.
But yeah,
Sorry, did
there's all
they
sorts. So
wanted you
to be
to
honest,
sell them or they wanted the
they
socks?
just wanted me socks. I don't know
Okay.
why. They didn't give me a reason. They just said, "Oh, can I have your socks, please?" And I left that one on red.
Yeah.
But yeah, But yeah, to be fair, I get a lot of nice ones, and I do read them. I get a lot of heartfelt ones from people who have children who have ADHD or neurodivergent, and they're quite worried about their future.
Mm,
I get a lot of nice messages and cards to that saying I've helped them understand their kids and stuff, and that's really, really cool to me.
yeah. No, I get that. I mean, in terms of obviously going on the show, do you have any regrets at all?
No regrets, no regrets, no regrets. I think if looking back now, right at the beginning of filming, I wish I didn't overthink it right at the beginning and just
Mm,
was myself a bit more. But towards the end, I was. You know, but if I get the opportunity to do anything like that again, I would just make sure I didn't overthink it as I was at the beginning.
would you do it again?
I'd love to do it again. Yeah, not marrying a stranger. You know, I've done that.
Yeah,
That's off the bucket list. But yeah, no, I'd
exactly.
love to do something else again. You know, I'm a free spirit and I'm up for anything, but something that's going to challenge me. You know, I'd
Yeah,
love a
no.
challenge.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Not like married
something
at first
different.
sight wasn't a challenge. That was a challenge. No, you learn a
No, I
lot
can
about yourself in that
imagine.
experiment.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love a challenge.
No, that's good. So you would do something else.
Yeah, 100%. I'm a free spirit. I'm up for anything.
Okay. No, that's good. Obviously, you're currently dating Abby.
Yeah.
In terms of obviously what you went through with, Lacey, obviously, as you said, that's a whole kind of experiment.
Mm,
Obviously, you're going out with Abby, so it's totally two different experiences.
right.
What qualities do you look for in a partner?
The qualities, to be honest, I'm quite a simple bloke. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, what you did, as long as you
Mm,
love me.
yeah.
But like, all I sort of would like ask for in a girl, I guess, is just someone who's a bit patient, kind. Kind
Mm,
is just everything. Kind and having ADHD, I feel like it's important that you get a partner that meets you halfway on things. You know, because although I'm good at a lot of things, whether it be practical, I'm not good at everything.
no,
You know,
of
there are things
course.
that I do struggle at. It's important that whoever you're with or whoever I'm with is just meets me halfway sometimes on things.
Yeah,
But ultimately, just a kind person, nice person, good energy, positive vibes only.
yeah. No, and obviously, as you said, understanding your needs, obviously, it's a
Yeah.
50-50, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, I'm not perfect, and I feel like a good relationship is about compromise. You know, meeting people halfway on things. You know, a girl might struggle with certain things. I definitely struggle with certain things. So yeah, meeting
Yeah.
halfway is important.
Oh, 100%. Um, Obviously, as I said, this is the Outlet 10 Discussions podcast. Obviously, the reason why I've named the business that is that we all need an outlet. As you said, discussing, being with, people that get you. When you are feeling down, what is kind of your outlet?
From feeling down.
Mm.
Oh, that's a
Or
good
if you're
one.
going through something, you're stressed, you've had an argument, what's your
So,
outlet?
so what I do is if I'm ever feeling down or feeling a little bit overwhelmed, I'll just log myself out of the socials. I'll have a nice hot bath, and then I'll
Mm,
start doing some self-care. Like I'll go to the gym, maybe have a little 10-minute sunbed. I'll have a little bit of a grooming session, self-love day and
yeah,
pampering day. And then when you love yourself and you invest in yourself, you have good energy, and good things come from good energy. And so I
yeah.
feel like ring up your friend, ring up your brother, go hang out, and then yeah, invest in yourself. And I feel like that for me is what helps me the most.
No, I'm also, I think a thing that you've touched on about the social media breaks, I do think that is a very,
Yeah.
very, it's a big thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. I do like to keep my followers updated on what I'm doing and things like that. But like, if you're on social media too much time and looking at what other people are doing, people do tend to forget that social media, for me anyway, it's like a photo book. So I'm only going to upload the happiest memories.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna necessarily. Some people do the low sides of myself. So someone could look at someone's social media and think, "Oh my god, they're living their best life. I want that." But it's not always sunshine and rainbows. So I feel like a good social media break and focus on yourself and what you're doing is really good for your mental health.
yeah.
Mm.
No, that's good. That is good. What's next for you? What are you doing?
Working, I'm working with doing a lot of charity work as well. I do celeb soccer, so that's really cool. We do a lot of charities with them. Talking with a few companies, are doing some more collabs. Yeah, smashing out the
Nice.
work, smashing out the fitness, and just positive vibes only. Don't think
Mm.
it too far into the future, just living in the now.
No, I love that. I
Yeah,
love that about the future comment because it is true. As you said, you get anxious. Where am I going? But I do
yeah,
agree. It's all about the now.
yeah. Just being in the now. I mean, I'm not gonna go. Oh, what if I get this? What if I get that? What if I don't? I just think, you know
Mm,
what? Today I'm just gonna go to the gym, meet my girlfriend, and go see the family. Just positive stuff. Just do the now, not tomorrow.
no, I love that. I love that. Thank you so much for your time, Nathan. Obviously, I wish you all the best, obviously, in your endeavors, your
Mm,
collaborations, and also with Abby.
mm.
Um,
Thank you.
Obviously, as well with the charity work, obviously, it's a fantastic thing that you're doing. Everybody needs that support and that
Mm.
community. So really, really good that you're pushing through and helping others.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for
You're
having me as well.
welcome.
I've had a good discussion. I've had a good time.
Good. Thank you, Nathan.
Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye.